So there's very clearly been some unfortunate advancements to some things, right? I had to unfortunately get rid of my beard. Something happened and I had to get rid of it completely. For a very, very long time, I've chased having and like achieving a thick beard for so long. I couldn't. I simply couldn't. I'd look around at people in school, they'd have literally in school, bro, I'm Arab, right? So people, 9-year-olds have like full bush beards at some point, right? Not really nine, but like 14, 13, 15. I'm looking around and I'm seeing these people with full beards, and I'm so jealous because I've always wanted a beard. Like I was always obsessed with like big bushy beards. And remember, I tried so many things and none of them worked for me. I tried like not shaving. I just looked like a fucking pancake, a moldy pancake. I tried, like I tried so many things until I tried one thing, which I have another video on, by the way. I have a whole video about how to grow a full thick beard and keep it forever. And that worked for me. I was finally able to grow a beard and keep it. And then I realized something. I realized something that led to something else, and basically I went down a little rabbit hole that eventually led to my beard's execution, unfortunately. Throughout life, we build routines. We build monotonous routines, especially if you watch this channel, which is a good thing. We build routines and we use it to grow and grow and grow. We go to the gym specifically at this time. We work on our business specifically at this time. But over time, the routine kind of becomes monotonous. And for the monkeys who don't know what monotonous means, it means repetitive, right? It just becomes repetitive in a bad way, meaning it just becomes boring and your life becomes this loop, right? This just eternal loop. I've always been saying this, this line. I'd rather live a life of high ups and low lows than a life of eternal monotony. And especially with people who work in like 9 to 5 jobs, their life can very easily fall into monotony. And that's something I'm greatly against. One of my biggest fears, I'm gonna open up to you, man. One of my biggest fears is being a boring person. So whenever I find myself like, not doing something or just staying stuck in a loop, it like just makes me anxious, bro. I hate being a boring person. I hate like people looking around, not people looking like other people looking at me, and especially women looking at me and thinking like he's too boring, he's too like stable, too boring. You understand what I mean? I hate boredom. I can be bored myself. I don't mind, but I hate being looked at as a boring person. Okay, so that's just one of my biggest fears. And so when we fall into like these monotonous routines, that's when shit has to change. Most entrepreneurs will understand this. There are entrepreneurs that watch my videos, the entrepreneurs that I've taught and I've raised into powerful entrepreneurs. They'll understand exactly what I'm talking about, right? Throughout the grind, stuff just gets very fucking lonely. It just gets lonely, and you're grinding and you're grinding and you're grinding, and it gets lonely. You don't go outside. You're barely socializing with people. Hey, bro, come, let's go out. We're going drinking. No, you're not going anywhere. We're doing this. We're going out. We're going to have like a meal here. No, I'm good, bro. I'm building a landing page. These things, right? Many of my entrepreneurs will understand this. And by the way, if you want to learn how to make like to be your own entrepreneur and make 10K a month in 6 months, link in the description. Anyways, I've taught these people and I can relate to you guys so much because it gets lonely as fuck, man. It gets very, very lonely just sitting and nothing changing. You're just working and working and working. I feel you. If you get lonely throughout your grind, that's a good thing. I promise you it's a good thing. Most people have clicked off this video and you're like stuck and you're understanding and you're paying attention. And if you're able to like grind and stay focused, that's a good thing, especially when it feels lonely. Trust me, it's a good thing. I felt very lonely right before my business took off. So trust me, if you feel lonely, it's a good thing. But now, how does this all go back to how my beard was executed? To the guys who follow me on Instagram, you should follow me if you want to see like sometimes a bit more of my personal life where I go around and I just take random stories and everything. My Instagram is linked in the description. But to the guys who know, I took a holiday recently where I traveled to a different city where I see a lot of old friends. And, I just stayed there for like 2 weeks and business was booming and everything. Like, I can take holidays whenever I want to take holidays. Again, this is just part of the business model that I teach and preach about. I can take holidays whenever I want. I can take breaks whenever I want, and the money will still keep rolling in. Money was great actually. I'm spending here. I'm buying people things. I'm just exploring, having fun, whatever. I'm just outside on a different trip with different friends far away. And then towards the end, I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to go back home, back back wherever I live. And I decide before I go, I want to make a little change. I want to try a goatee, right? And I'll show up a video of like the scenario if I can. A goatee is basically when you have like thick hair here and you have the stash and you have some hair here, and basically just the sides of your beard are shaved. I wanted to try that, so I started shaving the sides, and it looked what like it looked good, right? It was going well. And I was shaving the sides, and then my dickhead friend comes and says, "You're doing it wrong, bro. You're doing it wrong."
Ilubo, it's not proper.
Yeah, it's not proper yet. Relax.
No, there's still so much hair.
I'm like, what? Bro, I barely even started. What do you mean you're doing it wrong? No, bro, you're doing it wrong. Trust me, you're doing it wrong. What do you mean I'm doing it wrong? I didn't even get to the part where I'm shaping the goatee. It's like, bro, trust me, you're doing it wrong. Give me the razor and I'll do it for you. And I trusted this guy. I shouldn't have. But I trusted this guy. I gave him the thing and he started like, taking the sides off. It's very easy. A donkey can take the sides off. So I gave him the razor, started taking the sides off. And then he got to my chin. This is like the critical part of the goatee because you want to keep a decent amount of hair. You don't want to have it too narrow. This would be like too narrow. You don't want to have it too narrow. You want to have like hair here at the sides in line with like your mustache. I'm not gonna explain to you how to fucking create a goatee, man. But basically, you just keep it in line like this with your mustache. Just look at pictures of a goatee, man. And the guy, basically, instead of shaving it like this and having like the chin hair thick and wide, on a side, like on one side, he went like this. He went deep inside. So I'm screwed on this side. Okay? It's very asymmetrical. It looks like my hair is kind of, this was my beard. And then I said, yeah, I'm fucked. Like I have to push the thing inside so it's more symmetrical. At this point, I had the fucking vagina strip and it looked horrible. It genuinely looked horrible. So I had this little strip here that I had to get rid of. And then I'm looking at the stash here that I still kept and some hair here. And then at this point, I looked very weird. I couldn't take it anymore. So then I was just like my thought process was just get rid of everything. That's it. We're gone. That's what I did. Took my razor. Gone. Immediately, I look at myself and I think, Ali, what the fuck did you just do? The last 12 months, you've been staring at yourself with a full beard and you do this to yourself? Yeah, you're cooked, bro. You're actually cooked. And clearly, I am cooked. I am cooked. I stayed staring at myself for 30 minutes and I bashed I bashed the other guy who destroyed my beard. That was the story of how my beard was ruined. But you know what I realized, man? I realized change is so fucking important. My beard's gone and I look like an angry bird. I look like I aged down 7 years. I don't really like the look, but I'm getting used to it. But what I realized that's more important than any of this, oh, I like it, I don't like it, was that change is so fucking important because I feel like different, man. Make a change to your life. Do something. Today, I want you to do something different, man. Go take a different girl out on a date. Unless you're in a relationship, whatever. Go take a girl out on a date, man. Go switch something up in your business. Change up your appearance. Try out a new beard style like I was going to. Shave it off, maybe. Shave your fucking head. Try out a different haircut. Go out to a different place. Go out to... Make a change, habibi. Brother, make a change. Go switch to a different, restaurant. Whatever it is, man. Try something new. Make a change. Go take a holiday. Go travel. Go to a random city. Go to a big city. Go speak to random... Bro, make a change. Make a change in your routine. Trust me, you just feel refreshed, you feel rejuvenated, and you don't become a boring person. That's my biggest fear. Genuinely, if not the biggest, then one of my biggest fears, just being a boring person. You will be looked at horribly by most people, and especially by women. And knowing you're a young man, I know the urges you have, okay? So if you're a boring person, you're just gonna be looked at like an outcast. Please don't be a boring person. You've got onto this journey of self-improvement to make yourself better, not to become a boring person. Because trust me when I say there's a lot of self-improvement autists, right? A lot of bigger channels, I don't want to name any, but a lot of bigger channels, they just breed self-improvement autists. Like, oh, bro, I'm never gonna speak to girls because gym time. What? Bro, just don't become an autistic caveman. Like, don't become shelled up and like gooned. Okay, just don't fuck yourself like that. Go outside and don't be boring. Make a change, whatever it is. And if you want to make a change to your financial status, if you want to make a change to probably like the biggest change you can ever make to your life is no longer being broke and achieving financial location and time freedom. If you want to make that change, bro, I teach you specifically how to make that change. First link in the description. You get to 10K a month around month 6, but it's not that much of a, it's something. So look into Project 10K. First link in the description. But other than that, bro, take care, and I'll see you soon.